Good evening, SRL fans. I am Snicko Bro here at C-Bus Super Stadium, or perhaps Allianz Stadium. Allianz, it looks like. ANZ Stadium. Uh, we'll just start again. Good evening, SRL fans. Joining me here at Core Stadium, I'm joined by Will Commentary next to me. A big game this one.
It's a big game here at Amy Park tonight, isn't it, Snicko? A really important one for the Rabbitohs if they want to make this 8. The Titans if they want to stay in the top 4. And a bit of an upset last week at home, the Rabbitohs. Can they pull it off again here as they face off one of the Premiership favourites?
Yeah, well, I saw firsthand last week just how good this Titans team is. And Rabbitohs, yeah, they took down the Bulldogs in an absolute standout performance, maybe for their season, with how well they played last week. And if they can continue that kind of form today, this Titans team, they're going to run into a bit of a brick wall because this Rabbitohs team was very, very strong last week. McLucky gets us underway here. We're in for a big 80 minutes. Collins, he just takes the hit up. He's had a bit of a mid-season revival, slotting into that second row position. Very, very popular now in the SRL. So they go short set down to Malachi Booth. Wrapped up in a good tackle there. Yeah, a bit of a mid-season switch for Jai Collins into that number 12. Very, very fast man. He's done well so far as Felix Winmill-Ski gets tackled there by Christian McKay, who was absolutely dynamic last week. Went for 200 plus meters. Got a try for his trouble as well. There's Collins himself again, actually. So the vice captain, I believe, really trying to make his mark on this game early. Skeed goes out to Clay, all the way out to Booth, and he goes down the sideline, goes past Liam Ryan, and gets taken out for his trouble. This Titans team has not come to mess around, Will.
No, Dylan Murray didn't like the cut of Malachi Booth's jib and just absolutely beheaded him. That was aggressive.
Yeah, and I like that from Dylan Murray. Just let this Rabbitohs team know that there's going to be nothing easy. Just like that, we talk about it. Liam Rogers sits down Aaron O'Hare and a great tackle there as Collins gets it again. That's his 4th run in the first 2 minutes, so big impact from him so far. As now Windmill's scared, he runs it. It's all been the right side of this Rabbitohs attack. We have to see if they spread it later on in this set. They go to Harris Andrews. There we are to Callahan, who goes, call it a knock on. I'd call it almost an intentional forward pass, but it ends up with Titans having the ball.
Well, that's what happens when they spread it, Snicko. It just falls straight to the ground. That was a really weird play from the Rabbitohs. They just needed one more hit up and then they could have put a kick in or something, but yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah, sort of just let that pressure dial ease off a bit there because they did have the Titans in a bit of trouble. A late pass there to Liam Rogers somehow goes behind the Rabbitohs defender. With a 6 again call. Man, this Titans team, they seem to pull things like that on the regular. As now Liam Ryan offloads to Borsons and he takes an early hit up in this game over the 50-metre mark here on the first tackle of this Gold Coast Titans team. As they go out to Lachlan Martin, he ball plays to Driscoll. He was also very good last week. Really performed well from that right-hand edge, especially not being a 99-speed second rower. As McLucky goes out to Liam Ryan and he's jumped upon there. He beat the first defender, but the Rabbitohs cover defence very, very strong. They go short side again out to Jerome Daly. He beats one, but again wrapped up. So it looks like this Rabbitohs team's done their homework. They know how good this Titans team are making little breaks, and so far they've got 2 people in every tackle. And that's really the key to stopping this Titans team because they do love to run the ball. They're going to have a chance to punt here, though, as they go to Borsons. And he puts in a grubber from about 15 metres out and ends up with Jerome Daly falling over the line. Unfortunately, it is only the 10-metre line, though.
Yeah, right play there from Mike Borsons and Jerome Daly running onto it perfectly. Really gave Saddlecard a run for his money. And he had to quickly mobilise to make sure that points weren't scored. So just doing those kind of surprise plays like that is what the Titans excel at. If they can keep on doing it, they may catch the Rabbitohs out here.
Yeah, maybe just like me, Mike Borsons wasn't sure what field they were on, got a bit disorientated, thought he was a bit closer to the try line than he actually was. But at the end of the day, it's a good result. You put the team in the corner, you make them work out like they have done so far now. It ends up, nice little palm off there from O'Hare, but caught eventually by Hayden Davis. And so it means the Rabbitohs are going to have to punt here, and they're going to give this very dangerous back three of the Titans a chance to flex their muscles early. Goes all the way down to Ben O'Donnell. He is wrapped up well in a very good tackle there. Is that Sato Cartwheel?
It sure is.
Yeah, right. So marking up early. He knows how dangerous this team is. As just like that, Ryan beats another one, but unable to get moving. Do you reckon that's a plan here for the Rabbitohs? 2 or 3 in every tackle so far?
Absolutely. The forward pack of the Titans is absolutely dangerous and deadly. They need to be ganging up. Use those big guns, but assist them a bit so they don't tire themselves out. And the gang tackle's working so far. They're really not merging. I don't know what the word is, but blending well together at the moment. The Rabbitohs.
Working well as a team, we'll go with.
Yeah.
They're merging their effort to keep this Titans team pinned down. As now McLucky has to kick very long. He goes all the way down to Booth. And he beats the first tackle, goes straight past Dylan Murray. Liam Ryan does well to tackle him below the neck. It's been hard for the Titans to do that so far. They put a target on his head. As now, I thought Collins was going to knock that on, but instead he takes a run for a 1 meter gain. And now Galaxi's in a dummy half. He's been a bit of a smoky in terms of hookers this season. As Harris Andrews pops in out of right centre, and he's going to go all the way down to that 25 metre mark. As I was saying, Galaxy, a bit of a smoky in terms of hookers of the year and that kind of thing. He's been very, very good for the Rabbitohs. Now Bennett goes through, Liam Ryan dives, and South open the scoring here. Jesse Bennett, a terrific try, ran straight past Liam Ryan and ends up getting this South team 4 points in the lead.
What a run from Jesse Bennett. Just straight through a gap. Liam Ryan dove way too early and Martin couldn't quite reel him in time. And he has been a force to be reckoned with, this season. And looks like he's going to be continuing that one tonight.
Yeah, Paul Lachlan Martin just needed that trial to be an extra 2 metres. It looked like he was just about to catch him. But with the big dive, Jesse Bennett gets there. And Callaghan now, important kick here. Points are very, very vital against this Titans team because we know how good they are in the back half of games. And you really need to build a lead early.
That's very true, Snicko. And the Rabbitohs, they scored first last week. They just need to keep pumping and keep trying through the middle. And I think ultimately that's where the game's going to be won for either side. It will be a battle through the middles. They've got some great outside backs on either side, but the middles is where it's going to be decided.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And Jesse Bennett really setting the tone early here for the Rabbitohs. It looks like he's going to take their first hit up off the kick as well. So back-to-back runs for him, albeit split by the goal kick. It's quite an interesting matchup if you think about it in terms of when these teams like to score their points. Because like you mentioned, Rabbitohs, they often score first. They're a good team when they're in front. They're really good front runners, whereas the Titans, it seems like they almost relish the chase. They end up there or thereabouts in the second half and just turn it on and just blow teams off the park. So a potential future finals matchup if this Rabbitohs team can make it all the way. And it would be interesting to see as Bennett goes through again and breaks a tackle. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the rest of this game because so far this Rabbitohs team's turned up to play.
Yeah, they have shown up to play, and the Titans just need to find something quickly in attack. And look how they're just cutting through them and getting all the way down the field, being able to put kicks like that in. It's a scary sight if you're a Titans fan right now.
Yeah, but you'd have confidence that after watching what this team's done all season, they're going to be able to get back. Because now Demando goes down the sideline, but Tyrone Clay gets him pretty comfortably there. I thought for a moment he was going to have that second sidestep, but he wasn't able to utilise it. As now Liam Rogers through the middle of the field. That could be his first run for the game, potentially. Been a lot of defence so far for this Titans prop pairing. So in this first 13 minutes, now McKay gets it. Another one who's barely touched the ball so far. So Rabbitohs have really dominated the early stages of these contests. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep it going. It's Dylan Murray down the sideline. He did very well there to stay in. It looks like McLucky's shaping up to kick here. But instead they go backwards to Liam Lachlan Martin. And he puts in a nice punt there. And Tyrone Clay's swamped there by Christian McKay.
Yeah, Lachlan Martin, the unlikely kicker. They have two halves and that many players that can kick, but they go to the 13 instead. Interesting choice, but he got the job done there.
Yeah, he's not a known kicker, but he also doesn't shirk the responsibility when it comes. Lachlan Martin, he's done a good job there, and now the Titans have done a good job as well in just keeping this Rabbitohs team pinned in their own half. Fourth tackle, only 21 metres out from their line. Galaxy's going to need to do something special here, and he goes out to Rick, who he's been strong to push forward to that 31 metre mark, but at the end of the day, very, very good defensive set here from the Titans. And they go to Callaghan, and he puts in a punt, and Liam Ryan beats the first defender, and now this Titans team is on the attack. Liam Ryan playing at 27 metres out from the line. They go right out to Rogers, and he almost goes straight through a hole, but Galaxy's there to wrap him up. Great work there from the hooker. They go left now out to Christian McKay, and he wants to push forward for a try, and he is pushing, but he's going to end up 8 metres out. And this Titans team looks like they're warming into this contest. Now McLucky goes short ball to Driscoll. It came off his head. He regathered. And this Titans team, they have warmed into the contest. That's 6-4, kick to come.
Well, there you go. Just like that, the Titans scoring easily through Luke Driscoll. He was so far in the in goal, he almost went dead, in fact. But yeah, that was a pretty shocking kick from Bradley Callaghan. Ryan getting off to an easy start of the set, and they just went through the forwards, and it was pretty easy. Looked almost too easy for the Titans.
Yeah, I think that everyone was a bit shocked with how that ball sort of bounced around, and Driscoll was first person, Johnny on the spot to jump on it. But you're right, they just invited the Titans down into their half. Callaghan, the kick before that wasn't terrific either. He put the ball up that landed on the 20-metre line. So between that and then the punt that goes off the side of the boot, too many opportunities for this Titans team.
Yeah, Callaghan just unlucky. Unlucky with his kicking game so far. But we'll need to improve it pretty soon if he wants to hold down these outside backs of the Titans, because all three of them, the back three, are just too dangerous to give easy meters to.
Yeah, you're known for your kicking game, Will. Do you have any advice for him?
Kick bigger than me. That's my advice.
Yeah, well, that would definitely work for him so far this game, as now the Titans are working out. Lachlan Martin, a big palm off there, and he poaches an extra 30 metres for his efforts. And just like that, the Titans are with the momentum here, and they go right all the way out to McLucky, and he goes again to Daly, and he goes straight past one. Tyrant Clay, cover defence, dives, gets the ankle tap. Wow, that was close. You could just see him goose-stepping and running the field there, but instead Tyrant Clay with a try saver. They go to the try scorer Driscoll, and he takes another hit up, and it's fourth tackle, and they're already on the Titans, on the Rabbitohs 20-metre line. They go out to Borson's, out again to McLucky, and he looked like he was going to go short ball to McKay, but instead dummies and takes it. So will it be Lachlan Martin again? No, I see Borson standing there. He doesn't put in the grubber. Instead, there's a knock on, no advantage. Not sure who that came off, and the Titans have the ball again. How did that work, Will?
I don't know. That looked like a charge down to me from Matt Galaxy, but they called it a knock on. That's an interesting one for sure. And I wouldn't be happy if I was Tyrone Clay.
Yeah, well, he plays for the Rabbitohs, so I wouldn't be happy if I were him either. But anyway, McLucky now driving over the line. He's going to be held up on the third tackle there, a metre after the line. They go to McKay. Is he going to be able to push over? He's a specialist at this now. I think he's turned on his back. Yeah, held up to the course. So they're going to play it on the 10-metre line here. They have two more tackles, this Titans team. And so far, they're just tightening the screws. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. They go all the way out to Demando. It's too easy for the Titans at the moment. It is too easy. And Demando scores their second try.
Well, there you go. They're just like a hot knife through butter. What is that defense from Malachi Booth? Who is he marking? There's no one on the outside of him. Yet he looks like maybe he was marking the first row of spectators. I've got no clue what he was running at there, but an easy try from Demando, realizing his opposing wingers, and often with the fairies.
Yeah, slicing through a hot knife through butter, or perhaps just like a Titans through this South defence. You've seen two tries now that have been relatively comfortable. McLucky has his conversion waved away. It feels like this South team, they're just not quite resolute in their goal line defence tonight.
No, they were really, really good last week. Like, amazingly good at defence. To keep the Canterbury to only 18 points. But I guess the same side hasn't turned up tonight so far.
How many points are the South on at the moment, Will? Do you know off the top of your head?
They're currently 7th at 10th.
They're stuck in that 10-point logjam.
Yeah.
So they need
want them to lose.
I never wish ill on anyone, but if the Titans were to win, I would be pleased, yes. Who do they have next week, off the top of your head?
I think it's another tough team for them. I can't remember who, though.
Yeah,
I'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah, with the logjam, the South really need to win at least one of their last two games, preferably two, to ensure their spot in the semis. That's how tight the SRL is this season. A couple of blockbusters on Wednesday that are really sorted out the season is Borson's has a 1 metre gain off his kick there off the side of the boot straight to Leondis. And maybe this can be the kickstart that the Rabbitohs need as they go out to Riff and Borson's decides to atone for his error, makes up for it with a nice tackle there, but they still have 3 tackles left in this set. They go short to O'Hare, and he's wrapped up well there by, I believe it's Lachlan Martin and perhaps the bench prop that's just come on for the Titans. Callaghan now goes all the way out to Tyrone Clay. He's unable to go anywhere. A good tackle there from Jerome Daly. And now just like that, it's 4th tackle and South are going to be 10 metres out from the Titans line. So this is a very dangerous spot here for the Titans. This is where the grubber can be so deadly. They go to Callaghan. He goes high instead. It's Malachi Booth out there. No, it's not. It's Jerome Daly. He goes straight over Booth and he's going to end up a metre out from the line. Will, did you have a chance to have a look at that schedule?
I sure did, and I was wrong. They are playing the Panthers next week. So
ooh.
I mean, it could be an interesting match. And, that kick definitely won't over Booth considering he's on the right wing.
Correct. That is true. So Saddle Car's going through here. But yeah, no game in the SRL is ever a gimme. We know that for sure. So even if they win here today, they still have to knock over the Panthers. Or a forward pass out of half there to Eddie Oliver. Or conversely, if they lose today, maybe they'll try and put a number on the Panthers just to try and get that for and against up. Because that could be the determinant as to whether you make or miss the finals this season.
Yeah, 100%. Just the logjam is really testing teams out. And I've got a whole bunch of statistics that we can go over in a little bit.
They're probably not real anyway.
Luke Driscoll sent in, and who needs to win what for what teams, and it is just an absolute mess. It's a jigsaw puzzle at the moment, so every game is to the death.
Yeah, from what I can tell. Oh, is Kevin Dixon going to get over here?
I think he has.
He has. Out of nowhere, Kevin Dixon just bang off the left foot and then carries the centre over the line. It's Bawson's, in fact, that's there, and it's Driscoll or Ben O'Donnell. Who's the 15? Saltner? Saltner just standing there watching.
No, it's Matt Downey. That's the name.
Matt Downey just unable to get down under that ball. And just like that, this South team are back in the lead. We talk about whether they need to win next week, but perhaps we just need to focus on this week. And they knock this Titans team over, their odds on to beat the Panthers next week, and that'll secure their spot in the finals.
And it'll be an unlikely story to come back after some poor form at the start of the season. It'd be good to see, wouldn't it? And, that was a good try from Dixon, but it was far from a solo effort. Tyrone Clay just getting that ball, stepping to the right and giving that ball in a great flick pass. It was a nice try assist from the captain.
Yeah, I'd be curious actually to see. I know for Manly and for the Eels actually, after we had all those inactives to start the season, they all brought their rookies in. It seems like a lot of those teams really kicked on. I know the Rabbits, we pumped them round 1. I think they lost round 2, and then they were on it. They just went on a bit of a streak.
No, we all know round 2.
They won round 2. Oh, they pumped
Sharks.
Yeah, they pumped Sharks. Hey.
Yeah,
actually, I believe we commentated that game. Shout out Sonny Tyre in the worst performance of perhaps the season, as now Collins takes it up. Yes, well, anyway, there is a lot of teams. My point was that they sort of bring these rookies in, and the rookies punch way above their weight and sort of get their team going. For Titans, they have Dimatoni. He came through. Shack Attack on the bench. Manly have a bunch that have come through, and so do the Eels. Of course, their mid-season trade, also very vital. But it just feels like a great captaincy from Tyrone Clay throughout this back half of the season has just kept this South team in the hunt.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2 of the best signings was John Tabasco and Shack Attack. They have been terrific for the Rabbitohs. Last week, Shack Attack getting a try assist in that 20 minutes and a very crucial try. And of course, John Tabasco running something like 250 metres. Someone's definitely going to fact check me in a second, but he, in just a second half at second row, he ran...
It was 220 metres, wasn't it?
220 metres, maybe it was.
Yeah.
It was unheard of for a rookie second row to do that in just one half.
Yeah, as Eddie Oliver gets a little line break there. Yeah, Tabasco named after Hot Sauce and Shack Attack, just a hot little man. Seems like he can do no wrong at the moment. As now McKay goes straight through, and Tyrone Clay goes to Superman from about 5 metres away. But he's caught anyway without the fullback's help. Now they go to Liam Ryan. Oh, I thought he was going to go bang, bang there and straight through. But instead he's going to play a little 5 metres out. Which way is Mark Lee going to go? He goes to McLucky. He puts in the bomb. It's Kevin Dixon under it. There's no one there for the backpack. It doesn't matter because Saddle Cart is under it. This centre edge giving me all sorts of problems at the moment for the Rabbitohs. It's Dixon in the wing position, getting to dummy half to go to O'Hare. 10 minutes to go here in this half wheel. What do you foresee happening?
It could be another dramatic finish to a half, or it could just be a lot of simmering out and letting, just riding the wave to that halftime hooter. It's going to be a tough one either way for both teams, as they're just going to keep them battling through the middle to get the most out of their opponents.
Yeah, it feels like without errors and without penalties, no team's really been able to get any kind of momentum going. That's a very nice kick from Galaxy, but Demando's there to take it. And he goes straight past Dimatoni. No. He did this last week. Can he do it again? Is Tyrone Clay going to get there? Over the 20, over the 10, Tyrone Clay wraps him up. Great tackle there. Demando's so dangerous on these kick returns. And just like that, the Titans are back on the attack. Boston goes short ball to Driscoll. Can he push over for a double? Tyrone Clay's there. Oh, half a metre out from the line. If that, they go to Boston's now. Can he push over? Dimatoni's there. No, Talis Riff was there and he wasn't able to hold him up. Boston's has taken this Titans team back in the lead.
He sure has. And the Prince of the Gold Coast scores again and puts him back in the lead. You know, he is known for that. And he's a very strong halfback. They've got to be careful when they play those kind of plays. And defensively, the Rabbitohs, they should have just got around their player then and helped him out. But just
the freshly named EU Vice Captain. Congratulations to you, Mike Boston. That's a very prestigious role, of course, current world champions. And he's slotted into that role. So a big off-season coming from him. And hopefully his past partner there converting. That will depend on T1 selections, I believe. I'm not sure if McLucky opted out. But yeah, good news for Mike Boston during the week and good news for him in this game right there.
Is McLucky eligible for Australia, is he?
Did he opt out? You're the commissioner.
He didn't opt out, but I don't even know if he picked Australia, to be quite honest. But there you go. He wasn't someone
Your sport could be under threat.
He wasn't someone we had in mind. No, okay, yeah. He is, in fact, eligible for Australia and Malta, so the EU. There you go. I thought he played for New Zealand for some reason.
No. Yeah, he's Australia EU Tier 2, I believe. And yeah, not opted out. So potentially an Australian jersey on the horizon because he has been terrific this season. But if not, we'll happily snap him up for this EU team. As now McKay takes a nice hit up. They go all the way out to Matt Downey. And he bumps off one, making up for his lack of effort on that try. But unfortunately, the offload goes straight into the noggin of O'Hare. And he catches it on the rebound.
Yeah, good job from O'Hare there to just get the ball inside this half. Maybe they can score one more time before, you know, that clock reaches 40. And get back in the lead here, or at least tie it up.
Yeah, you'd think that would be their goal here. 6 minutes to go in this half. If they can go in there or thereabouts, they'll be well placed to keep this rampant Titans second half performance in check. But they're going to need a big stint here to go through as Dimatoni. He's stopped there in a good tackle by Eddie Oliver, I believe, 1-on-1. But it leaves in a good position here for their kick. They go left, goes to Callaghan. They go the 2 pass out to Wimble Skeed. Kevin Dixon now or Saddlecart going for it. But instead, Ben O'Donnell takes in the in-goal. Neither the centre or the wing are able to take the ball over him just there.
Great take from O'Donnell there. Exactly what they needed to defuse the situation. And he got up there and did his job. Perfect stuff from the winger.
Yeah, can we just check Talis Riff's chest there? I think there's an imprint of Matt Downey's shoulder. That's the second time he's gone straight through him. Matt Downey really having a stint here at prop. As now Driscoll goes straight through a short ball from Lachlan Martin. And the offload out to Matt Downey. There's the man we're talking about. This Titans team have a lot of strike power, and they've just gone almost the length of the field in 2 tackles here. So Rabbits are on high alert at the moment as Boston's now goes all the way out to Liam Bryan to Ben O'Donnell. And he goes straight past Kevin Dixon, but Saddlecart's there to wrap him up. About a metre in from the touchline, 12 metres out from the try line. They go long to Mike Boston, to Mark Lee, to Downey in the end, who takes it within 5 of the line. That was a good little post-contact stint from him there. And now this Titans team, 2 tackles. What can they do?
Oh!
What can they do? Mike Boston's, I'm not sure how he got that ball to Mark Lee, but the ball is just bouncing the way of the Titans at the moment. And they're going to be up well going into half-time.
I think it was knocked out of his hand by Talis Riff, or maybe he was trying to go for the flick pass. I don't really know.
The tackle start didn't recount, didn't restart.
So it must have been a flick pass then.
Yeah.
From Mike Borson's.
Enterprising play from the EU, man. We'd love to see that going into the off-season.
Look at that. That is just beautiful, isn't it? And Mark Lee, of course. Who else to take it but him over the line? Beautiful stuff from the Titans captain.
Yeah, Mark Lee, another one looking at potential representative honours. He was snubbed, shall we say, for the Blues role 2 years in a row. Two series in a row, I believe. He hasn't made that Blues squad, but he's been dynamite since switching back to that hook position for the Titans. So he'll be crossing his fingers that he gets a message from Matt Harris and the boys leading into this off-season. But for the moment, he has a game to win, and so does this Rabbitohs team. As Callaghan kicks off, we said they wanted to get one back to level it up before half-time, but the Titans heard us and went the other way. Will it's looking very... Dimatoni. Dimatoni puts Eddie Oliver into an early grave off the kickoff. Something, as a forward, I love to see, but hate to watch for poor Eddie Oliver because that was rough. Dimatoni, he's got a bit of a resume now in terms of blokes that he's sat down. Eddie Oliver added to a very long list.
and he's going to head straight off. I think he's hurting. He's done. Saddle cut. Ooh.
Yeah, nice little pick up there off the offload from Saddle Cart. Yeah, Eddie Oliver straight off the field off that. As now Taylor Swift goes straight through. This is the impact we expect to see from him. He's been very, very good for the Rabbitohs this season. But so far kept well in check by Driscoll now. A minute and a half to go, if that. A minute and 10 seconds to go for this Rabbitohs team to try and drag one back before half-time. Could be crucial in the scheme of things. They go to O'Hare, and he's through the line, but instead goes back to Leondis, who's brought down by McKay. I thought that O'Hare had a good chance here, but instead they go out to Callaghan. He's going to be tackled on the 10-metre line, so 30 seconds left in this half. Can the Rabbitohs drag one back here? They go to Saddle Cart. What's he doing in the middle? He puts in the grubber. Can Tara and Clay push over the line?
Oh!
It looks like he can. He's out-muscled Christian McKay. Saddle Cart's popped up in the middle to kick the grubber. And this Rabbitohs team, they refuse to say die here today.
Yeah, they wanted one more try before half-time, and that is a classy way to do it through Tyrone and Clay. McKay just getting driven back by a fullback. That's pretty embarrassing for a second rower.
Yeah, maybe just nothing in the legs after a big first half. He did well for 39 minutes and 40 seconds, McKay. But unfortunately, it's that lapse right at the end that's going to cost his team. You got to think Callaghan's going to kick this over. And it'll be the Titans going into the halftime 22 points to 18 up against South Sydney.
There you go, yeah. Halftime is here. We will see you very shortly.
Welcome back to Accor Stadium, where the Titans currently lead 22 points to 18 against South Sydney. South grabbing a try right on the stroke of halftime, just like they did last week against the Bulldogs, to keep themselves in this contest. Will, you went to the sheds at halftime. What did they have to say?
You know, the Rabbitohs, they were liking that last set and that last try from their boys. They just need to muscle up in the middle, and that's why they've put Shack Attack on the big man himself. They're looking at maybe some of the subs that they've put, as well as Tabasco, of course, in the second row, can rejuvenate this forward pack and punch through the middle. The Titans, you know, they had 20 line breaks compared to only 8 from the Rabbitohs at halftime. They weren't impressed with the scoreline only being 4 up with that, massive advantage. So they're not too happy. Yeah,
well, you know what they say, quality, not quantity, and that's what the Rabbitohs had with 3 tries from 8 line breaks. As Boston goes cross fields to Winfield's Kidney, and he throws the big dummy before he even starts running. So perhaps run first, pass later, Felix, for the future. But Rabbitohs is in a good position here as Bennett goes straight through the line. Is Liam Ryan going to get there? He will, but he gets the offload away to Callaghan. Man, I thought for a second Rabbitohs going to go back-to-back here, but they still have a good chance to do so. It's only second tackle here. They go right to Riff, who's playing in the centres now, and he drops it back to O'Hare. He plays it almost on the same blade of grass as the play before us. Now they go wide to Tabasco. He was so good last week. Can he push over for another one? I think he has. John Tabasco, with his first touch of the half, picks up where he left off last week, and he's put this game back to level.
And it's like I said, isn't it? Exactly like I said. John Tabasco, Shack Attack coming on, making that difference, and putting a bit of energy into this forward pack. He is quite a rookie in this late section of the season. He's really making a name for himself, John Tabasco.
Yeah, he's popped up out of nowhere. I might need to contact him about his availability for next season, because he has been dynamite, John Tabasco. And now Callaghan's going to have the chance to go 2 up. And that would be quite the turnaround. We talked about the line breaks and how statistically huge they were in favour of the Titans. And it doesn't really matter if this other team keeps scoring points.
No, it doesn't. Look at that beautiful kick. Callaghan just knows how to strike it off the tee and just proves it there. Now the Rabbitohs up by 2 points. Yikes from the Titans.
Yeah, and we spoke earlier about this Titans second half performance. Now they seem to go on about how good they are in the second half, and they have been very good, but times are tough now for them. Down by 2, 37 minutes to go. There's a lot to play in this game, and I foresee a draw.
You know, it could be anything yet for the Titans, so they just need to, lock in.
Lock in. As now Callaghan goes short ball to Bennett. Have a bit of a hospital pass there. Throws it to him right as he was about to get tackled. And now Galaxy goes out to Tabasco, the try scorer. He gets some good post-contact meters again, so he's a bit of a specialist at that little push after the tackles. Now Callaghan goes to O'Hare, and he goes straight through the line. Wow, there was 2 players either side of him. They got caught Spider-Man pointing at each other afterwards. Who's going to make the tackle? In the end, neither of them did. Now Tabasco goes again. So he really likes to get involved here. And they're going to end up in a pretty good position after points. 33 metres out from the line. Callaghan has a chance. He goes across field all the way down to Demando, who's very good in this kick return. And he goes straight past one, but he's brought down a good tackle there.
Yeah, Callaghan doing well to get that kick off. It looked like there was about 10 Titans around him. But he somehow got the kick and a decent chase as well on Demando. They just need to keep on doing exactly that in their kick chases, not letting Demando, O'Donnell, or Liam Ryan get any meters.
And it's really almost like they've gone back to the start of the first half where they had numbers in every tackle. Twice Liam Ryan has beaten the first defender and he's been brought down shortly afterwards. And if they can keep doing that, they fell off a little bit in the back end of this first half. The Rabbitohs did, but if they can keep getting numbers to the ball, they're going to be very, very hard to stop here. As Salmanga Fagai goes down all the way down to Dixon, and he's straight past one, and he leads the chase in his own kick there. So very well done from the young rookie. I believe this is his second game, Will, third game potentially.
Third, I think. Third.
Yeah, late season pick up for the Titans, replacing Poot, I believe, as now Tabasco takes one after a great Galaxy line break, which we brushed over slightly, discussing the Titans rookies. But nonetheless, the Rabbitohs in a good position here. It's going to be O'Hare, going to play just about on the 30-metre line there or thereabouts, fourth tackle. Galaxy now goes to shack attack, and he is wrapped up. They get numbers in that tackle, which you need to do on the little man. He has a habit of breaking tackles. Out of seemingly nothing, he does it. And now they go to Callaghan, and he puts up the bomb. It's going to land about 15 metres out from the line. Tyron Clay doesn't care, takes it anyway, and he's going to drop the ball on that 10-metre line and get up his team here. This is a big defensive set coming.
Yeah, and they need to push here, the Titans, and they do exactly that to get their own in-goal. They just need to muscle up, though, the Rabbitohs. They want to hold them down this end. Because that's how they're going to get the field position they need. Jesus.
And just like that, Lachlan Martin goes through the line. So first Hayden Davis at one prop, then Lachlan Martin in the other. And he even got the pass away to McLucky, who somehow didn't streak down the field. I thought for sure he would. As now Hayden Davis takes it again. So that's his second run of the set in only 3 tackles. The props getting it done here at the moment. As now Borsons goes wide, goes to Driscoll, but he's met well there by Shack Attack and John Tabasco, I believe. So the two rookies together. Hayden Davis now straight through the line and breaks a tackle. Is he going to get there? On his back. Wow, almost a Titanic run there from Hayden Davis. I'm not sure why we're going upstairs. We can all tell he ended up on his back here. Yeah, ball doesn't get down. So one tackle here for the Titans. Can they make a play of it? They did it before off the set start. They just went all the way to the left and scored. But this time they go to the right. McLucky. Oh,
jeez.
McLucky was too worried about the kick and instead got absolutely leveled by Jesse Bennett.
That was a big hit. Is McLucky okay? Can we get a trainer making sure he hasn't got a concussion?
Well, they do say headgears do nothing for concussions, but I hope that it's done something for McLucky there, because that was a gigantic hit here. As now they go all the way out to Taylor Street in that centre position again, and he's going to be tackled on about the 40-metre line. So 30 minutes left in this game. Rabbitohs still up by 2 points. They go to Shack Attack here, but he's brought down well though by Lachlan Martin. This Titans team, they need a lift, because at the moment, Rabbitohs are getting it done.
I mean, that set from the Titans was almost perfect. Apart from not scoring at the end, it was basically the ideal set for them. And the Rabbitohs, that was an awful defensive set. They need to back it up now with something pretty strong and really trap them down this end, because they can't keep on fighting out of their own end and off their own try line. It will tire them out.
Yeah, great offload there from McKay. Almost floated forward there. Perhaps the old optical illusion of McKay getting dragged backwards stopped us there. As now Lachlan Martin, he really trying to make his mark on this game. He was strong in the first half. Already has a line break in the second half. As now McKay touches the ball again. So they're going back to what they know. And that's Ford's just busting it up the guts here. But so far the Rabbitohs have been pretty good this set. And the Sultan ends up with it. Galaxy hip drops him, brings him down, the big man. Luckily no chance of an injury. And now the Titans are going to have to punt. And they do, all the way down to that right-hand side. Malachi Booth here. He'll be looking to do something here. And he beats one. Goes straight past Liam Ryan. There's 3 in cover. There's 2 in cover. It doesn't matter. Malachi Booth going back to his MVP days. It's his comeback season, and that's a big try for the Rabbitohs here. They're going to be up by 8 points with about 27 minutes left in this game. Malachi Booth, out of nothing, has just torched 4 or 5 Titans.
Well, there you go. Malachi Booth Velvet Thunder himself has come back from rugby union, and he has absolutely made a muck. It's his first long-range try, I think, in the season, actually, and he has done a great job there.
Yeah, I never noticed, but he's got a bit of junk in that trunk Malachi booth as he drove over that line, and he just used those big glutes to get well away from McLucky, who I thought was going to be able to make a diving tackle when he first beat that left centre for the Titans, but instead he just powered away from him. Even Liam Ryan turned inside out. Great run from Malachi, and now this Rabbitohs team, they're here to stay.
Yeah, the Rabbitohs just taking a further lead, now up by 8 points. It's going to take a titanic effort. From the Titans to get back in the lead here, and it will be a difficult one. They need to start clicking in attack.
Yeah, well, they did have that really good set there, and then it seemed like the Rabbos were like, well, that's not going to happen again. They forced the punt kick, and on the back of it, Velvet Thunder just rolled down the field, and now Jesse Bennett takes the first hit up off the tackle. So again, Shaq Attack Tabasco come on the field, and they just swing the game for this Rabbitohs team. Oh. As there's the man himself, straight through, straight over Liam Ryan. Wowee, that is not something you see often. Shaq Attack has just leveled the fullback. First McLucky, now Liam Ryan. This Rabbitohs team is out to do some damage here today.
I think Shaq Attack they need some police here. He's just committed a murder on the field. That is atrocious defense from Liam Ryan to just get bowled over like that. But I guess he is actually built like a mini wrecking ball.
Yeah, I actually don't think I've ever seen the fullback pump like that in the SRL. Yeah, so Shaq Attack, I'm not sure how and I'm not sure why, but he just seems to do things that other players can't do, and he does it on the regular. So if they do make the finals, his 20-minute stint could be very big for the Rabbitohs. As now the Titans are looking, there he is again. Picks up the ball, Shaq Attack. The Titans looking to spread early, and it's cost him there.
Yeah, he's the same beast in a different animal, isn't he? It's his mentality. He's got a big mentality for a little body.
Yeah, and we do love our little front rowers doing some damage. Now Malachi Booth ran away from... He was trying to get under the sticks to make it an easier conversion. I thought he had a clear passage to the line. But instead, Skeed goes all the way out to Callaghan. Is he going to be able to push over from there? On his back, I think. So we'll have a moment of respite here. As we just check upstairs just to make sure. But we're pretty sure he's on his back. Liam Ryan picked himself up from before and gets involved there. Puts his body on the line to stop that try.
That is... I can't believe Malachi Booth spoiled that try. I can't believe it. Oh!
It doesn't matter because on the other wing, Kevin Dixon from a set start just went straight through the Titans' right-hand centre. I believe it was Salmo Fungi, and the inside defence, they just had nothing. And then just like that, this Rabbitohs team since half time, they've been dynamite.
They have come out of the gates and they have been absolutely firing. They want to race away with this game, and the crowd are loving it. They are adoring their home side at the moment, and for the right reasons. They are really doing a good job out there and showing the Titans that they are not to be underestimated.
Yeah, definitely. In this Titans team, they're going to need a big stint from their 60-minute prop subs because the Rabbitohs are just dominating since half time. It's almost like the Titans expected that they'll just run away with it after the half, like they have done in so many other games. But the Rabbits have just decided not today. And the Titans, so far, they don't have an answer.
No, they don't. And just got a couple of statistics from Luke Driscoll before the game. So the Rabbitohs, they need to win the remaining 2 games to secure a top 8 spot. They need to also hope that one of the teams around them on the ladder drops in their remaining games. I think that they're pretty confident that they will win this game at this point. 14 points up, 20 minutes to go. You know, stranger things have happened, but they're feeling pretty confident with the way they're going at the moment. The Titans, however, they have secured a top 4 spot already, but that if they don't win this game, then they cannot win the minor premiership. And of course, they'd have to make Melbourne lose both of their remaining home games to get into that number 1 spot. So just a bit of food for thought for both teams.
Yeah, and it's going to be vital in that top 4 as to where you finish, because you do get the double chance with the SRL final system. But if you can win that first game and go straight through to week 3, we know how huge that is. So this Titans team, they're not, even if they don't win here today, they're not going to want to slip down into that third or fourth spot. I get a home game away from the West. Now
Oh, no.
Demando goes straight through one, but is he going to be caught here? Who is that? I'm not sure.
Ref's in
They're
the
about
way.
a meter away from them. Just dive. He doesn't dive. Demando instead runs the whole field with a Titans player shadowing him the entire way. And just like that, the Titans heard us speaking about a first place finish, and they've clicked into gear.
I don't know about that. Gavin Badger getting in the way there. It was Jai Collins coming across and trying to make the tackle, and the referee in the way. I don't know what he was doing. There's got to be an investigation, Snicko. That's pretty shocking, that.
Well, I actually respect all referees, so Gavin Badger is able to be where he wants to be, and the players can sort themselves out afterwards.
Nah, referees, they're all cheats. They're corrupt. They're the worst.
Yeah, as McLucky knocks on over, and we're going to have a grandstand finish. We talked about it in the first half that it could be a nail-biter, and Titans have not gone away here, and they're here to fight. And yeah, Jai Collins, I thought for sure he had him for all money. He even gained on him.
He was
and then
sniffing his neck. Like, I don't understand why
yeah,
he
and then
the
just
tackle.
couldn't get there. Yeah,
put a
crazy
multi
from Jai.
Put a multi on.
He had Demando as a try scorer. Yeah, so it's something to make up for him. That's why a lot of teams use the 99 speed second row, is just to get that cover defense when you do have the line break. But unfortunately, didn't quite come off there. As now Liam Rogers back on the field, and he'll be looking to have a big impact here.
Yeah, we're talking about Jai Collins not making that tackle, but really he shouldn't have ever had to. Tyrone Clay, what was he doing? He dove miles away. So yeah, he was put in a tough position there, Collins.
Yeah, he did the Superman from a long way away. You thought that, I actually thought he had him, like he got turned inside out and then he flipped back the other way, but then he dove, and yeah, so Jai Collins, you're right, put in a tough position there. Quietly after points, the Gold Coast put together a very good set here. They've turned Tyrone Clay around. He picks up 5 meters out from his line. Goes straight past Demando. Does he end up out? He does.
Yep.
He puts his big head into touch. And maybe this Titans team could be within 2 points in about 2 minutes.
Jeez, that is not good from the Rabbitohs. Maybe I cursed them when I said they're looking pretty confident. It was a great kick from Dylan Murray and then a great tackle on the fullback. And all of a sudden, the momentum has just shifted completely. And that 14-point lead is now down to 8. Looks like it's going to be down to 2 momentarily.
Yeah, poor Tyrone Clay. He had the entire field to run to and decided he wanted to investigate the sideline. Not a great decision from him. It's left the Titans in a very good spot here as McLucky plays it. Out of dummy half, they go right to Aiden Davis. Just hit off the ball, and Tyrone Clay picks it up, makes up for his error there with a crucial pickup. So often we see that result in an attacking player picking up and diving over. So very well done there from Tyrone Clay. And this Rabbitohs team,
that's got to be a penalty. Jeez. Sorry.
Refs are corrupt. We've been through
refs
this.
Are corrupt.
They're corrupt.
They're all cheats. The Titans have paid them.
Yeah. Too many staff members in this Titans team. The refs are just scared to blow penalties against them. As now O'Hare goes straight past a few Titans defenders there, and Liam Ryan swings under to bring him down and turn him on his back from the slow play of the ball. But nonetheless, a very good set here for the Rabbitohs, slowly compiling. Saddlecart's back on the field in this prop role. And they're going to have a punt kick here, hopefully not to Demando, because he's been very, very good. Uh-oh, that's where they go. What are we going to see here from Xavier? Can he repeat the dose? Almost. He goes straight through the first line of defense. Yeah, straight through the first line, but Tyrone Clay's there to rack him up.
Yeah, good stuff from Tyrone Clay. And he was getting a bit lippy with the referee before when they didn't call the held and tackle penalty. It just looks like the referee's keen to put their whistle away and just let the boys play.
Yeah, well, they say that the good teams take the referee out of play. As Liam Rogers straight through a gaping hole and the offload to Lachlan Martin, who's back on the field in that lock roll. Looks like he's going to be playing 75 minutes here today. As the Titans spread it now all the way out to O'Donnell. Is Tyrone Clay going to be able to stop him?
Oh!
He is just, but he gets the offload and a great double effort there in defence. Really almost a try saver there. As now Samuel Fagai plays it. He goes to Boston, 2 grubbers in. Is there someone there to pick it up? There is. Aaron O'Hare. Another loose ball try saver from the Rabbits. That's 2 in a row.
Dangerous there. Just the Titans cutting through and Ben O'Donnell getting that offload away to Siomana Fagai. That was... I don't know how they held him out there, but the Rabbitohs did very well. Looks like their line defense has improved like you wanted it to, Snicko.
Yeah, it's tremendously improved. The first half, they just seemed to leak points out of nowhere. They've just leaked the solitary try this half, and it was from Xavier Demando with a big line break. But nonetheless, I think that, Tyron Clay straight through the middle. I was about to say, I think they need some meters in this set. And he provided it, just got him out of trouble a bit there. But again, they're going to have to kick here to one of these dangerous players. Callaghan goes for the 40-20 potentially, but it looks like Ben O'Donnell read that. He's all over it. And he goes straight past the first line. Can Tyron Clay get there? Oh, I thought I saw him preparing to drive there for a second, but instead, he just wraps around the shoulders and brings him down.
Yeah, Clay was ready to dive. Any day of the week, he was ready to dive at those ankles. But he just decided to go for the tackle because he realized that the other man chasing was Leondis, and he doesn't have the speed that Collins does.
Exactly, and if Collins doesn't have enough speed, Leondis definitely doesn't. As Mark Lee just then got out of hooker, very good run, pinched 35 metres, and they spread it all the way out to Minaya again. He's had a lot of touches for a right centre in this second half, so potentially just trying to utilise that extra stamina that he has after sitting on the bench for the first 40. As now Driscoll plays at 9 metres out. We see McLucky swinging into formation. What can he do here? He goes very, very high. Who's going to take it? It's Salman Fungi. Is he going to get over the line? No. It looked like he was going to back over the line for a second, but instead the Rabbitohs cut him down now, and just like they seem to be doing all half, they're going to have to work it out of trouble here. And Saddlecar goes straight past one. Luckily, Liam Ryan isn't levelled again. He makes a good tackle there in cover. But still, the pressure valve just tightens slightly again for this Titans team, because every time they don't score, it's another set wasted for them. At the moment, 8 points down. That's at least a 2-try game for them. And if they're going to do something, they need to do it soon. And Saddlecar goes through once again. So very, very good set from him so far. 2 runs, 2 line breaks. That's what you need from your bench props. And now Galaxy goes left, out to Callaghan, out to Tallis Drift, and he goes straight past one. Tallis Drift bringing out the sidestep. He doesn't get to use that when he's playing second row. So he makes the most of his brief centre experience. And now Tyron Clay gets in. He goes straight past one. Liam Ryan's not going to cover. Will Kay shouts go. The Rabbitohs shout go home, because this Titans team could be done here today.
Well, Tyrone Clay there, he may have just locked the game up for his team. What a beautiful try from the captain of the Rabbitohs. That is a great step on Lachlan Martin, and he just races away. Oh, how good to see.
Great to see, yeah. He just turned Lachlan Martin inside out. Lachlan Martin still doesn't know which way he's going. He's going to have to check that one in the replay. And yeah, Tyrone Clay, we talked about the Titans had a couple of sets on the line, and first Clay picked up with a loose ball, then it was O'Hare off the grubber. Just these desperation stakes moments that are going the Rabbitohs' way. And then when they get the chance, Saddle Cart back-to-back line breaks, and then Tyrone Clay straight through the middle. And this Titans team shell-shocked at the moment.
No, absolutely shell-shocked, and they can't quite get what they need in this game. They're just not quite getting those points and getting those sets complete in the direction they need them to be, and it's really costing them, obviously.
Yeah, I actually think the turning point was when Jesse Bennett introduced his shoulder to Michael McLucky's head when he was trying to kick, because after that it's been all Rabbitohs, it feels like. Maybe just perhaps he did that and the Rabbitohs decided they were here to play today, and just they haven't really stopped after that.
No, they really haven't. They've just kept on going, and it's been a great second half showing from the Rabbitohs, and I think that that last try from that first half is really what gave them energy, knowing that they could come back and they could make this big effort, and they've come out and done exactly that.
Yeah, they just took the momentum into half-time and, yeah, never really let it go. As now Windmill skied, goes for the 40-20.
Oh.
Wow, well inside the 40s. Is he going to get the bounce? He does. So this Tide team just has no reprieve. The Rabbitohs keep on coming. Galaxy taps it now and goes to Jesse Bennett, and he's going to push his way to about 5 metres away from the line. Rabbitohs with a chance to put this game to bed here, and maybe they could cross 50 if they score 2 tries very, very quickly.
They may be able to, and it's getting up there with one of the highest scoring matches, regardless of what
Tabasco.
the Rabbitohs
Is he going to push over?
He will!
Tabasco pushes over for a double. Where did this man come from? Tyron Clay picked him out of a magic hat because he's a magician. 2 tries for John Tabasco in the second half. And the Rabbitohs, they are bounding their way to a top 8 spot.
Well, that try there, Snicko, puts us in very close to the highest scoring game of all time. It's currently 46-28. You'd think that Callaghan would get this kick, and it would get to 76 points. The record's 78, so we only need one more try for this one. If the Titans had a better goal kicker, though, then we could have already been there. But only 2 more points for a tie of the record. One more try to beat the record. It could be exciting here. And if the Rabbitohs manage to put 54 points on a team again, oh, that's just that's getting a bit silly because they did it last season around the same time.
Yeah, well, no team that's been beat by 50 has ever won the comp in the NRL, and I would assume not in the SRL either. So I'll mark that this Titans do not want to cross over here. It'll be a bit of a watershed moment for them if they hit that going into finals. It could be a bit of a spirit breaker, really. I thought that the Titans had finally got their team list changed right. They back-to-back wins leading into this game, and they've just been blown off the park.
No, it's unheard of the way that the Rabbitohs have come back. They have just come back and flogged them. And the Titans, I don't think they underestimated this side, but I don't think they fully understood their potential as a team. And that is, at the end of the day, that they are a premiership contender. Not just a pretender, they are genuinely going to the finals, well, probably. And they have a good chance of getting all the way to the big dance.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that it has shown is that anything can happen in the SRL. As now, maybe that's his first bad kick of the second half, Old Callaghan. His kicking game's been on point, but that one unable to get above McKay. And now Jerome Daly, he's back on as a prop and he's swallowed there. So they can't even get their line breaks. They were making them so easy to start the second half, the Titans. They had that set that was almost perfect, you called it. They just couldn't get the try off the back of it because McLucky was killed on field. And it's just all stopped for him since that moment. They've been unable to get anything going. Jerome Daly wrapped up again there by Galaxy, who's made a mount of tackles. I'll be curious to see his final statistics. As now they go the inside ball to Liam Ryan. Can we have a try here? Almost. So 5th tackle here. I think they're close enough for a bomb. We'll have to wait and see what they do. There's 3 players looking to kick there. And in the end, Jerome Daly is the one that ends up with the ball. Perhaps not where that ball was meant to go, Will?
No. I don't think so. But the Rabbitohs will have one more set to beat the record. They want to do it here.
Yeah, they might not even have a chance to finish this set. But Jesse Bennett now straight through. Maybe they won't need the full set. They go to Galaxy. He's been there all game, just backing up his front row. He's ready for the offloads. We can see what he can do with a fend off, that kind of thing. Very dangerous. Now windmill ski. I thought he was going to go through, but McKay gets on his back and stops him there. A minute left in this game now. They go right again to Malachi Booth, and he goes straight past Michael McLucky, perhaps getting off for a HIA, Paul McLucky, and now Booth plays it. Galaxy goes left to Bennett. To Collins. Is he the one to slice through? He's not. So last chance here for the Rabbitohs. Can they do it? Where's their kicker? He goes to Callaghan. He knocks it on. He knocks it on, and the grubber was the chance. And it looks like they're going to have to settle for 48 points here, and 2 points shy of the all-time point scoring record.
No. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. There's been a couple games that have gotten within 2 points this season, but this one hurts a lot. I would have loved to see South do it against another Queensland side. But that will be full
I thought
time.
that was almost an offload there. I thought that was almost an intercept. Sorry, we were going to see someone streak away. So this Rabbitohs team have put an absolute number on the Titans in the end, running out 48 to 28 point winners in a result I certainly didn't see coming. I thought it was going to be a very tight contest, especially when the Rabbitohs started coming back in the second half, but instead they ran away with it. It's no longer Easter weekend, but the Rabbitohs, the Bunnies, are very happy right now.
Yeah, well, that is just absolutely ridiculous to pull off something like that. And don't blame yourself, Snicko. Only 2 people put a bet on for the Rabbitohs 19 plus at the time of recording. James Thornton and Callum Murray, the toe poke king. Very happy with that one. Wow, look at that. 8 tries.
Look at the line break. So it was 28. It was 20 to 8 at half time. It ends up 28 to 36. So that's literally
20 to 16 in the second half.
Yeah, so the Rabbitohs have just come back there hugely, and they made the most of their line break. 6 errors for the Titans is not altogether too impressive either, nor is a penalty they conceded. We'll flick to some individual statistics. Yeah, Jesse Bennett, huge, 166 metres. He put in a very big stint here today, 4 line breaks. Malachi Booth had 6 line breaks in the end at 151 metres. Tyron Clay, 135 metres. John Tabasco, where is that man? 155 metres in 41 minutes with 2 tries.
Not a line
with zero
breaking.
line breaks. He does it his own way, John Tabasco, but it is hugely effective. I'm not sure what he puts in his Weet-Bix every morning, but I need some of that.
Opioids.
Opioids, steroids. Saddle cart, 84 meters.
Jeez. See,
Yeah,
there's not like a lot of individual efforts here. Obviously, there are
standouts.
some, but I think it was a massive team effort. Like
Even just Galaxy, 3 try assists. It was a
Yeah.
massive team effort.
They just merged together well here, this Rabbitohs team. All right, we'll flick to the Titans.
Oh.
Yeah, Demando, 238 meters, 2 tries. Yeah, he did have a big game, 5 line breaks. Lachlan Martin, 136 meters, 25 tackles, 4 line breaks. So solid from him, if not remarkable. And then we start to drop. So Christian McKay, 116 meters in 80 minutes. Driscoll, 115. Borson's 113. McLucky, 116. So again, very similar to the Rabbitohs, but it just seemed that in the big clutch moments, the Rabbitohs, they took their chances.
Yeah, they did, and it was really that that won them the game. There wasn't a lot of big individual performances here either, but it seemed to be a lot more separated than the Rabbitohs were.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think that
disjointed.
it's not panic stations for this Titans team. They just ran up against a red hot Rabbitohs that are going to look to do a bit of damage in this finals. But you got to think that maybe 1 or 2 changes could be necessary. I am no Titans captain; they are a rare breed, and they'll do things their own way, and hopefully it works out for them. But for the moment, Rabbitohs well-deserved winners here tonight.
Yeah, and a Titanic loss for the Titans.
Yeah, horrific
So,
loss for the Titans, really. Going into finals, you want to build momentum, and the momentum on this Titans train, they are grinding to a dead halt, and they need track work ahead. Anyway, that is it from me and William. Any last words, Will?
Good job, Grubs. Good job.
Right, with that, farewell, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more Simulation Rugby League action.